Hi, I'm Bobby Grant with Broadmoor Consulting, and just wanted to do this little bit of video for you to introduce you to my podcast, which are going to be starting in December. Hope you join me. Hope you subscribe. It's free to subscribe. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about what we're doing. Broadmoor, we started Broadmoor many years ago, about 20 years ago. Several of us from the larger consulting firms. I was with IBM Global. I had some people from there as well as Boston Consulting and Pricewaterhouse. We decided to really focus in on the small, medium enterprise business, businesses from just a couple of employees or a single employee to about 500. We took our tools that we had and methods and services we used with the larger companies and scaled them to be more affordable and usable for the small, medium enterprise business. One of the big things that I really want this podcast to focus on is small business owners. Small business owners are going through a terrible time with the economy the way it is right now. And they really need to understand that marketing their business doesn't have to be very expensive. In fact, it can be quite affordable, but they've got to understand that they got to do the right things. There are a lot of people out there trying to take their money. There's a lot under the digital marketing domain, the social media experts, and a lot of these businesses are not seeing the results that they want because they're simply not ready for that. 85% of your marketing needs to be done offline. Only online marketing you do is to augment or supplement your offline marketing. And otherwise it's going to fail every single time. Even if I were to do it for you, if you're not ready, haven't built the foundation, it's not going to work for you. So we have a three-step process that we do. I call it my proven three-step process. I've used it for almost 30 years. And it works for every business, we started it with HVAC companies, works for plumbers, electricians, builders, cosmetic surgeons, dentists, chiropractors. It really works well in the restaurant industry. I've got nearly 2,000 locations using it in the restaurant industry. But the three-step process is very, very simple. And it's all done with no marketing, online. It's all online, offline, and no advertising is needed. And that's the biggest thing that we need to share with all businesses out there. The first thing we look at in the first step is, how do we get new customers? New customers are very important. How do you do that without advertising? It's very simple. We show you how to do that. Did you know that getting a new customer can cost you, utilizing traditional marketing? Let's go back to traditional TV, radio, and print. Between $40 and $70 to attract one single customer. The problem is today, and the way the numbers work, is even if you get a customer in for the first time and they have a great experience with your business, they're only 30% likely to come back. And that's a problem because now you got to get them back a second time. And I'm going to explain that in just a second. But if they have a great experience with you, they're only 30% likely to ever come back to your business. So what do we do to get them back a second time and a third time? Because the third time's a charm. See, if you get them back a second time, it takes them to about a 40% that they're going to return to your business again. But if we can get them in that third visit, it takes it to over 70% likely they're going to come back again and again and again. The thing about new customers, they don't come by themselves. They come with one or two other people. So they become new customers as well. And we'll show you how to handle that. That's the first step in our process of our proven system. The second step is, how do we get your existing customers back again and again? Because if we can get them in for one more visit a year, a month, whatever it is, do you know we can raise your revenue 24, 28, 30% just by doing that? Now, let's get them in a third time. Why is that important? Because it goes to over 70% of those people that go to you for the third visit will come again and again and again. They become a lifelong customer. So how do we get them there? That's really what we want to teach you. And it's all done without any advertising. And the third step in the process is, first step being attracting new customers. Second one, getting the existing customers back again and again. And the third one is, how do we get them to buy more when they're with you? Because if I can get them to go from a $10 ticket to a $12 ticket, that's a 20% increase in your business. Okay. 20% is a nice turn, but I see some business that say 30 and 40% increase in business. So let us teach you how to do our 1, 2, 3 process, this 3-step process that we have, that we work with. Business owners have to understand that majority of your marketing, in fact, 85% of it is done offline. When you do the marketing correctly and get that foundational portion of your marketing done without any online marketing, it allows your business to grow, prosper the correct way. The other nice thing that this does, and people say, well, I have problem keeping staff. I have problem growing and hiring people. In the restaurant business alone, if I can show your servers, we have a little class called Server Excellence, and the average server earns 40% more tips than a person who has not been to our Server Excellence course. Our course is fairly inexpensive. We do it in Las Vegas a lot. We do about 200, I would say 200 to 250 people a quarter going through that. And we have a waiting list from restaurants and hotels ready to hire these people that come out of our Server Excellence, because they understand that these servers will bring them more revenue, because they've been taught new ways to wait on tables. They've been taught new ways to get revenue increased within their tables and get those customers back again and again. And that's really what it's all about. So if you'll join me during our podcast, just subscribe to the link below this here, called at BobbyGrant at Gmail. There is a .com that's coming, but at BobbyGrant or Ask BobbyGrant at gmail.com. And we'll be glad to add you to the podcast. I look forward to hearing from you, and we'll be doing this weekly. Thanks again. Bye-bye.